What is up, YouTube? Too Shiny here. If it rhymes, that's when you know it's true. If you ain't living for Jesus, you ain't living at all, man. Y'all already know what time it is. We about to look at this Final Fantasy 15 Comrades multiplayer. Honestly, I thought this game was pretty nice, in my opinion. It is separate from the base game of Final Fantasy 15. I think you have to pay $6 to get the game separately from the original game. So let me note this: it is no longer a part of the original Final Fantasy game. You can't just load up Final Fantasy 15 and get it like you did when you first purchased the game. Because I know there's a lot of people that got this game when it first came out. Not a lot of people bought it afterwards. Hence the reason why it's like $9 at GameStop today. The demand for the game is way down because there was just a lot of problems with the original game. But I mean, that's a different topic for a different day. But I thought this multiplayer DLC was pretty nice. First off, it kind of branches off from what we saw in the movie KingsGlaive. And spoilers here. It basically shows off the Kingdom of Lucius being destroyed by the Niflheim Empire, and basically the King Regis dies and all that kind of stuff. Then you have to keep what remains of the city of Lucius, and everything goes to darkness. And what happens is you're stuck with Libertas, one of the KingsGlaive members, and you have to basically light up the entirety of the whole map in the entire game. And basically there's nothing going on but just chaos everywhere, and you have to just defend the Lestalem city that's far from your normal area, like Hammerhead, which is the base outpost in Final Fantasy 15. But that's basically what you're doing. You're just lighting up the entire area in the map of this game, and you're going to basically be doing that the entire game until you finish the game at the end. And I'm not going to spoil that for you because you just have to play it to see it. Next up, we're going to talk about the combat. I thought the combat was pretty similar to the original game, obviously, because the same animations. Except for the spear. The spear, it has the same combos, but it's like whenever you try to do any variations with your analog stick, he just warps. Whenever you try to do any combos, he warps. That's not how it was when you played with Noctis in the original Final Fantasy 15. That's just something to note. It's not really anything game breaking or anything like that. I thought the combat was pretty nice. It's the same as Final Fantasy 15, obviously. But there are a couple of tweaks that are a little bit different from the multiplayer than the original game. And in the original game, you had basically your basic sword or whatever you had in your 4 arsenal of weapons, and then you had your HP, MP. But there was no way to manually do any kind of spells or anything like that. There was no cure. The only cure that you had was your potion that you purchased in the store. But other than that, that's the only way you could give yourself health. That's not how it is in the multiplayer. The multiplayer, you have your offensive spell, which is equipped to your weapon. And you do that by visiting Cid's, his little shop on the side in the town of Lestalem. And you just equip it to your weapon, or it gives you a curative spell, and with that curative spell, it allows you to cure yourself in battle a lot. It's a basic cure. you cure yourself, and then you just keep fighting after that. Or there's another tweak. They also have these royal kings, and if you defeat these missions, it will unlock a royal king from the past. And if you guys know about Final Fantasy 15, you had to unlock these dungeons to get royal weapons. But in the multiplayer, you basically have to defeat these missions to get the kings to give you a special ability. And with a certain ability, you can actually give yourself even more health. It gives you like this health aura around you. And I would show you a picture of it, or like a video of it, showing you just kind of what it does. And that's basically what helps you to get through that. I mean, to cure yourself a lot better than normal with your basic curative spell. Next up, the progression. I think the progression in the game was probably the most tedious thing about this game. Basically what you do in this game, like I told you before, you have to light up the entirety of Lestalem and so many other places around you, so that you can progress through the story of this game. And the story is very short, might I tell you. I mean, it's very short, man. I mean, you can get done with this in a week, sometimes even a day. Well, I can't say a day, because it takes quite a minute to get all the kilowatts you need to light up the areas. And different but basically what you do is you just defeat missions, and these missions give you kilowatts, and these kilowatts will allow you to light up the Lestalem outpost, old Lestalem, and so many other HQs from other places in Final Fantasy 15, and that allows you to go through the game. That's basically what allows you to go through this game. And once you light up the entire map, that's when you finally finish the game, and then you're done. It's just that simple. But the problem is you have to fight these super annoying, tough bosses. But I mean, all you have to do is just level up, get stronger weapons, fight bosses that give you a lot more kilowatts, and gil. Because when you get a lot of gil, there's this guy, there's like this fisherman at the bottom of old Lestalem, and he basically, you can buy kilowatts from him and get through the game a lot quicker. I utilize that towards the end of my playthrough, so I can get through the game a lot quicker and kind of push this video out faster. And I already told you guys my opinion of the game. I thought the game was it's okay. If you're somebody that was into Final Fantasy 15 a lot, if you really love Final Fantasy 15, you thought the game was really nice and impressive. Regardless of how long the game took. I mean, the game took over 10 years to develop. If you keep up with this game, people that already have played this probably already know this. And currently the game is completely finished. Ever since the episode Arden, they've canceled all the further DLC for the game, and basically the team is done with the game officially. They're officially done with the game. No more DLC episodes and all that kind of stuff. The game is finally finished, and nobody, the game is done after episode Arden. I got a chance to play a little bit of episode Arden, but honestly, I thought it was just weird. I think Arden is a weird character, very, very dark, very, very gloomy. The city of Lucius is just gloomy. So, and basically this game was like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, the game is good. The game is great. It does. If you're somebody that loves Final Fantasy 15, this will definitely feed your fandom for the game, if that makes any sense. Me personally, I thought that Final Fantasy 15 as a whole was very average. It's not one of the greatest Final Fantasy games I've played, but it's a decent game. I mean, it's a decent game. That's the best thing I can say about it. But it's definitely probably one of the worst Final Fantasy games I've played, though. I've only played Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 10, and all of the Final Fantasy 13 trilogies. I haven't played any of Final Fantasy 8, 14, 12, 11. Well, 11 was that's another story for another day. Don't you guys forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with all the people that you adore so much. Thank you guys so much for waiting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.